Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome to another video. This time we're going to talk about the G.I. Joe classified Baroness with the C.O.I.L bike. I don't know if it's called the C.O.I.L bike. I should be called the C.O.I.L. C-O-I, yeah, C.O.I.L. Anyway, yeah, don't mind me. I'm just off in Spaceland. Now, let's talk about the Baroness. Honestly, look, the G.I. Joe line has been fun as hell, and I didn't expect Baroness to be any different, and that's kind of what makes it really, really enjoyable. Let's get to it. Let's talk about it. I think that the Baroness has that kind of face that kind of goes, I know I'm pretty, I know I have an accent, and I'm pretty sure I can kill you. And it shows. It's kind of like that femme fatale like thing. I don't know how to explain it, but it's something about this face sculpt that screams I can murder you and be pretty about it. And that's pretty dope. In like a cool G.I. Joe sort of way, I guess. But like I said, it's been really fun to have this line, and the Baroness is no exception to how fun we've gotten. I think that gripe-wise, we're not going to get past the everybody wants double jointed elbows thing and the waist articulation. But I think that her ab crunch is actually very decent. I mean, does it go crazy far forward? No. But in combination with the legs, I think you have something good going on, especially because you can tilt side to side. But design-wise, I like this Baroness. I like it a lot. Like I said, I don't know what to tell y'all about this double jointing thing that everybody's gonna pretty much complain about, but it is what it is. So our head can move forward, it can move backwards, but you have this long amount of hair. It's really long. It's gonna prevent you from looking upward with her, which kind of sucks in a way, but when you get the helmeted head on, you actually get all that articulation back. We'll get to that later. As far as our arms go, the shoulder pad design has been really well done to the point where it allows her to lift our arms up. And just like Scarlett, she retains her butterfly joints. I really like that they're starting to include that everywhere. So it gives you more wiggle room, as you can see here. Our arms are singular jointed. It doesn't get that good. Oh, wait, I was wrong. I tucked it in. I was about to say it doesn't get 90 degrees, but I was clearly wrong because I was able to push that in a little further. We have a vertical peg on our wrist, not a horizontal one. So keep that in mind. It's really tight in there. So, well, on my left one is tight. My right one is no problem. So don't forget, if you feel like it doesn't go all the way in, just to be on the safe side, don't do it. Or heat it up, because as you can see, my one on the right here, I need to heat that up. But yeah, it is what it is. Like I said, we can tilt side to side. Actually, we can tilt over pretty far, as you can see here. Really nicely. We can actually tilt a little bit on the lower body, and we can go forward just a little bit. We can go backwards. We can actually dip really far backwards. I don't know what's that about or why it's able to do that, but it is. As far as our legs, even with this Cobra belt system going on, she can spread her legs pretty far, going outward for splits and split kicks. We have this the sidearm for the, I don't know if it's a dagger or no, I'm not sure if it's a dagger or a knife, but technically they're the same thing. But we have thigh swivel that rotates out. I got lost for a second trying to think of the word. And we have double jointed legs. We have a backwards and a forward pivot, as well as ankle pivot. It rotates inward and outward. Now, with my Baroness, and I'm not sure if other people have this problem, on one of her legs, getting her to stand straight up has become a slight issue. And that's because the pegs are kind of like on these, they have ratchets. And mine's might be a little warped because sometimes she has some trouble standing on those joints that have those ratchets. But yeah, overall it is what it is. Oh, there's no bicep swivel too, by the way. But yeah, I pretty much expected that. I think that's something that, as a design wise, I hope they change that and add that into the female bodies. But standing up wise, I think she's fine now, but I've had some issues before. You can see she's standing here pretty fine. Now, as far as what she comes with though, this is where it gets pretty cool, because back here we have holsters for her weapon. And you're gonna get like, oh, here we go. That issue was standing now. That came in handy. I spoke way too soon. So yeah, on our backhand side, you'll have time for 2 golden Nerf light guns, which I'm pretty sure, like somebody said it, these are Nerf guns. And I'm totally fine with it, because Nerf guns looked cool as hell even when we were kids, and they look cool now. There's no change in that. Like, that's one of those well-known facts. Nerf guns have always been cool, but painting them up really cool colors is no different. And you can actually holster them in the back. I really like this idea of being able to store their weapons on them. And pretty much I feel like Baroness joined the GoldenEye Club when she got 2 golden guns instead of 1. So she's out here legit murdering you with 2 golden guns. Since she hangs out with Destro, who knows? She probably had them really melted down from gold. Then we have place for her dagger, which has a Cobra handle, which is pretty nice. Also in gold. So again, if you want to murder your enemies in style, why not do it in gold, right? It's right there as a sidearm. Let's fix my focus. There we go. Then you're going to get this weapon. I don't even remember what this is, but it's a Cobra-like snake pistol. And it wraps on the arm. So it's actually, you wrap it all the way through and you have her hold on to the handle. Now before I was so rudely interrupted by Sharif, who knows that he called me in the middle of a review, he bum. I was saying that I'm not sure how it's supposed to wrap around, technically, because I got mine loose from a friend. So I'm thinking to myself, does it wrap here? Which I highly suggest it should be here, but some people may want to hold it here. So what you can do is you can either wrap it around the first or the second one, but I highly recommend you go all the way through, following through the third neck. You're going to open up your hand and you're going to make it hold through. And then boom. I'm pretty sure Elvis went over this as well too. So I could be wrong. I just cannot remember for the life of me. But I think this is probably the best way. And it looks really good on her. You can have her little pods up, looking good with it. I think it wraps really well. So yeah, there's that. Now we're going to get into her helmet, which helmet-wise, I really like the helmet because we didn't even get to the bike yet. But I'm going to tell you right now, I really, really enjoy the helmet look. We're going to just pop this head off. We're going to talk about the helmet because this makes you look like one of those elite Cobra girls. So if you had like a bunch of Baronesses, you can have like your Femme Fatale squad to protect the Baroness. Because I don't know if you guys can see this or if it's going to pick up. But it has literally a snake fang over the glasses. And I think if I can change this to gray, just a slightly different gray to match this would look really dope for some color separation. Because an all black helmet is nice for the stealth look. It really does. But I want a little color separation. So I might change the visor to a little gray. Or at least it has some gray highlights up here. Because the whole snake motif definitely works well. But you just kill all the details in it. So as you can see, articulation-wise, you get all this articulation back because now that the hair isn't there, you can even tilt a little side to side. You really get a lot more range with the helmet head to the point where you can get, it just looks really good no matter what you do. Honestly, you can even turn this into, I don't know if you guys know, but you could technically turn her into Rival Schools Akira if you want, with just a little bit of part swapping and some repaints. You can get like a Rival Schools Akira. I really like the helmet head. It definitely stands out for me. A++ across the board for like this whole Baroness look. This is a very good modernized version of her. Then you'll also get these really big Nerf guns that these can actually attach to the bike. So let's talk about the bike for a second. Baroness, we're going to move you over because we're going to get back to you being on the bike after. Well, should I have you stand up? I can, but I'll just have you fall. So here we are talking about the bike. And the bike is really cool because you get 2 of these little guns. And you can plug these into the side and make them shoot from the side. Oh, dragged you along. That's not a good look. And you can plug them in on each side. You can have them point out so that they shoot. Or you can rotate them in so that way it could be for storage as sidearms that shoot from her bike, right? You get your kickstand, which can rotate up. And it can actually hold its own just being on it, which is pretty nice. This actually turns with the handlebars, which is pretty cool. And the handlebars have ball joints. So that way they can wiggle up or down. So this was like really well thought out. I can't front. I love these big doofy tires. They're kind of soft too. So yes, it you go. As you can see, he's in the background yelling at me. And it's going to be 2 points. So as you can see, there's a kickstand piece here, which you can kind of peg in. And then I believe this is where her feet are actually supposed to meet when she's on the bike. So let's test that out, actually. Let's test her on the bike. Because I don't think I've ever actually put her on the bike yet. I didn't get a chance to really fool around with her. And yeah, it looks like this is, matches up perfectly fine. So then, like I said, we get those vertical hand pegs, which are going to come in handy here. Oop. As that rotates out. Let's line these hands up. as I always look goofy trying to set stuff up on camera. Meanwhile, the pictures look just fine. This is the hard work and ethic that goes into it, stuff that you don't normally see. And there's Ichigo again, because he wants some attention now, and I'll have to give it to him right after this video. Buddy. So as we can see here, she lines up. Ooh, this looks really good. Like, I didn't put her on the bike yet, and like on the bike, she looks way better. Oh, by the way, this actually can come up or down. I'd prefer it up so that it has a nice look to it. And then we can see how low she can get. She can get pretty low. Oh, this is really, really nice. This is gonna look dope in photos. This is nice. This was actually well done. Like, all across the board, I think that this was really well done. This just looks fantastic. And then to have her stand up on it. So I'm guessing when you're in storage, or you're trying to do some cool things, or you rotate the gun around, or she's trying to pick one up, you can have her stand on this. You can have her do the Akira, which everyone I know does, and I still love seeing it all the time. So you can have her do the Akira. This is a solid piece, like across the board. If it wasn't a pain to get, shout out to my friend KJ for helping me get it. If Pharaoh, who did the hard work of getting it out. Yeah, my main mans. Gotta say, everything about this piece, it screams fun. The G.I. Joe line has been fun as hell. Like, just fun as hell. 10 out of 10 across the board. Real quick, though, we're going to jump to those size comparisons so we can really get some fun and see how she stacks up with both other G.I. Joe stuff as well as other lines. So let's get to that. All right, sizing her up is going to be pretty simple. We're just going to compare it to some G.I. Joes and then some other lines and see what we get. So first off, I have a G.I. Joe Red Ninja. Shared the same body as Snake Eyes, which is why I don't need to use Snake Eyes here. And he's also Cobra Hangout Team, right? So here's Red Ninja with Baroness. He's crouching over just a little bit. There we go. He might be a little bit taller with that hood, so, you know, give or take. But actually, her legs are spread a little further. So, seems like Baroness is indeed bigger than the Red Ninja. Because, yep, she's slightly bigger than the Red Ninja. Here we are with Cobra Commander. It's a normal old Cobra Commander here. Ooh, what is with everybody leaning forward today? Don't know what that's about. So there we go. Next up, let's do a Cobra Trooper. And then we're going to do my main man, Destro. I'm going to try to get as many in frame as possible. So with the Cobra Trooper. And we got my main man, Destro, being Destro. So Destro is the tallest here. Definitely with that big old silver head. Then I'm going to say Cobra Commander and the Trooper, Ninja being the smallest. Now we're going to stack up some Joes and do Storm Shadow. Storm Shadow technically is played both sides, so I don't mind calling him a Joe here, considering this is based off his Ninja Force costume when he was a Joe. But still Cobra here in our Arctic Mission version. Here we are with Duke. And this guy's ankles are just so loose because I've done so much with him. Here we go with Kimbo Block, which honestly, I enjoy calling him Kimbo Block because this Roblox looked like he don't take nothing from nobody, and I really, really enjoy that. This is definitely a way better modernized look for Roblox. Last but not least, we're going to do Scarlet because Scarlet is probably going to end up fighting her in my photos, which I very much enjoy. Ooh, you fell. Yeah, I don't know what it is about her standing up, but it just doesn't work the same way it does with Scarlet. I just don't know what it is. And she actually tends to be actually much taller than Scarlet by a few, well, in this case, it would be inches for them, but not inches for me. So if you stand them side by side, she's indeed taller. Yeah, I'm a fan of this Baroness a lot. I just don't know what it is about these feet not standing up. And as I get on in this video, I realize it's happening more and more. So I'm not sure if it's the ratchet joint or if it's something uneven with me, but I think it's the ratchet joint. And I believe it's on one foot in particular, which is this right foot. Because as I put it down, that's not flat. And when I do it inward, it's too far up. So it seems like my ratchet may be a little out of place, which is causing her to not stand properly, which is a little bit of a bummer, but it is what it is. Pretty sure I can have that modded in some shape or form. Also, oh, I missed that earlier, so I'm going to touch up on it now. She still uses that pull down method as well too. So that's also a good thing. I forgot all about that during the actual articulation part. But yeah. So we're going to try to get her to stand backwards a little bit. Here we are with an articulated icons ninja. This is probably one of the most unorthodox videos I've had in a while. And I'm actually okay with it. It makes me feel good that I can go with the flow of things. Here we are with a Marvel Legends Iron Fist. Oop. And even you, oh, there we go. Got to get you flat. She squares up pretty well with them. Not too small, not too tall. Next up, we're going to go with a, let's do an SH Figure Arts Kamen Rider Kuga. I don't have any of my synthetic humans out. I actually put them away to be displayed on a shelf. So here we are with SH Figure Arts Kamen Rider Kuga. Let's go with, Mezco Me. But this time, I'm on a Black Ninja, which is the Gold Skull Ninja. It's going to square me up with a Mezco. Baroness should work out pretty well, because they work pretty well with some Mezco stuff. And as you can see here, I'm still not the tall. Well, I'm the tallest here, but still, the G.I. Joe stuff squares up pretty well with just about anything, with the exception of my main man, Storm Collectible Skeleton, which I'm going to put here again for fun, because this guy is just, he deserves some love. So as you can see here, he's much bigger. All in all, the Baroness is nice. I got that one little foot ratchet defect, but that doesn't deter me, because when she's on the bike, it's going to be way cool for pictures. It's probably going to be for standing photos. I might get a little annoyed. Hopefully you guys don't have these issues with yours, and maybe it's just me. Who knows? But I hope you found this informative. I hope that you enjoyed. And as always, please be good, do good. Drink your water, guys. Later.